Hello and welcome. Normally I don't really do these kind of things, but I found this. I'm trying to do this replay thing. So today we're gonna have a match between Roberta and guy or girl a lot of L's and what I presume to be an Y or a 1. So Lee. Let's call him, her, he, shit, Lee. So we have a human versus human matchup. It seems so. Wait a minute. Should I take? Yeah, I'm gonna take Fog of War off. So, Lee starting with the Altar of Kings and the Altar of Kings for him as well. Good luck, have honor, have fun, anything. So they're starting off normally with the Altar of Kings, barracks, farm. Roberta goes for that as well, but she had or I'm gonna just assume she's a Roberta the she after the name, I guess. Is it just me or is no one working on this? That might be a problem for her at this point. I mean, not a real big problem, but she's gonna be a little bit delayed with that farm. While Lee here has kind of a lot of time. He do so. He's going for that gold. That's good. Let's see what Roberta is doing. Okay, so she finally managed to put a peon on the farm. It will be a little delayed farm here. Now, what's interesting is that the map happens on the Lost Temple, which I have no idea how that works in lore, but doesn't matter. So another farm going up. Interesting. Normally you kind of see them stop at one farm for now. This also reminds me. Let's see, Roberta is also going for one farm. So standard human build, I guess. Oh, and we have an Archmage for Lee here. Well, Roberta will come out with another Archmage. So we're gonna see an Archmage versus Archmage battle. Training some footmen and yes, both of them. Normally for like starting to creep things, most people just go with militias. I'm not really sure. Build another farm here, another farm. So let's look at our supplies on some building. That's no problem. Our builder has not as much gold as you see, and and Lee already made a footman. He might be using him to scout. Let's see. And also the same for Roberta. It's a little bit of a standard thing here, I guess. So the Archmage will be up pretty soon. Another footman is being built, and he's just creeping there. And here come the militia. Fuck no. Now the militia are coming in with that footman, Archmage, and so on. Interesting question. Does Roberta see this? Fog of War. Yes. He sees them. He scouts them out. That's good. Now the Archmage is going to take care of this expansion. And yes, the same for Roberta as well. Clearing out their expansions. Maybe going for a fast expansion build here. Footmen being trained.
A player's forces are under attack.
And oh, Roberta just sends a footman there, that lonely scout, to fight off these peasants, but it gets scared off by the militia and this one footman there. So as expected, they'll be starting with fast expansions here, and the Tome of Knowledge or Intelligence, if I'm correct, dropped here. So fast expansion, and we'll have, okay, so the Archmage going, using his water elemental to fight this footman. What are you doing, little footman? These footmen here having a game of cat and mouse, as it seems.
A player's forces are under attack.
You're gonna take damage with him, but he might be able to do some harassment. Yes. it kind of, I'm not sure how much that helps, just attacking them, but hey, it's good. So now the footmen are trying to take this no poacher, I guess it was one way to say. And Dark Mage gets in, and a little engagement here, as you can see. Roberta's Archmage trying to delay this expansion, while her expansion kind of blossoms. Trying to make sure they're not gonna expand that fast. And here come the militia, trying to get this around on them. No, did they do it? The Archmage manages to get out, and it seems like the footman managed to get out as well. And this was a rather interesting moment. This little engagement here that Roberta had just did might be something we're noting out, because they delayed the expansion. That also means that Lee here will be a little behind in resources. Roberta's Archmage just running around, trying to flee from Lee's forces. And another team of footmen trying to harass the peasants. A little engagement here between Lee's Archmage and the trolls. I guess they're not really expecting for this arcane tower, which has piercing damage. I don't know why I always thought they had magic damage. And now these footmen just standing in the back line, just harassing the peasants, making sure they're not going to get anything done. And I think that can be seen in the resources. Yes, Lee's behind resources, and I think he's gonna be doing the same thing that Roberta is doing. Now Roberta could be smart and just make sure this space is kind of well protected, well, and to ensure that it's not gonna die that quickly. That doesn't happen to him. So Lee going to keep does, yes, Roberta as well goes in the keep, a little bit delayed keep here. And denied. That was interesting. He denied his own footmen, so the enemy won't get experience or gold. I think it was gold. Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now a little bit of attacking upon the peasants that have become now militia. Interesting enough. And trying to take them down one by one. And from behind comes Lee with the Archmage. Two water elementals trying to destroy this arcane tower, and they managed to do it. I'm correct, it was not denied. The water elementals will serve their purposes. And yes, these footmen are still there trying to destroy the backline of resources, destroy Lee's power of gathering. But also, Roberta's keeping her mage there and those footmen. She's not letting the peasants finish their job. There are a lot of footmen from Lee's part here that are going to take out the water elementals. Now what will we see? Let's see. Roberta goes for an arcane vault and 2 arcane towers just to make sure of things. And that keep, as I said, a little bit delayed. Producing the fen, interesting. So all this plan is just to attack these peasants so they can avoid being killed by the arcane tower. Now, Roberta sits on a lot of gold, and we see Lee moving with his units at the Fountain of Health. No, this is gonna mean a lot of experience for Lee's hero, the level 3 Archmage. Roberta has a level 2 Archmage, and as it seems, it focused more upon dealing damage to... Okay, Roberta got her Archmage to level 3, and... oh! Gloves of attack plus 6 and ring of protection plus 2 on Lee's Archmage. While Roberta's Archmage only has Glows of Haste. Interesting enough, I have to say. Indeed. Now Roberta level 4 Archmage with Scroll of the Beast. Interesting. That might prove a big problem if engagement comes quickly. And a teleportation. Now Roberta should move her units, yes. And here comes Lee with all his force. But this doesn't mean that Lee was denied that much. In fact, I think it means going to a castle. Roberta going in for a castle. That is interesting enough. That's interesting. This base here is gonna be blacksmith workshop. They have the masonry upgrade. Interesting. Roberta has the masonry upgrade. And where can I see it? And Lee doesn't. That might prove a little bit difficult to take down Roberta's buildings, but and Roberta going on for, or Lee going on for fast attack with a Mountain King from Roberta's part. Now this Mountain King can be a very useful hero if he gets Stormbolt, if he gets the ability to stun. See, I don't know what he means. So now they're backing up. Oh, and he stunned him with that Stormbolt, almost getting a little bit coring him up. And did they? I think. Oh, they killed the Archmage. Oh no, but it seems the Archmage had that Ankh of that Ankh, yes, and he's dead. His death was merely a setback. Now Roberta's moving her forces back here. There's a little chance that the workshop is gonna fall and he was gonna make a mortar team. I doubt it will be that useful now. I will just cancel it in his place, or her place. And here comes the battle. The Mountain King doesn't really know where to position himself. And to fight off this army will take some time, as the footmen have defend. And that means these towers are not gonna be as effective as you think. And Lee coming out with his own Mountain King. But I think they managed to pull Lee off. Yes, I think indeed they're managing. Priest, Arcane Sanctum, Priest level 1, adept training, powerful units. Oh yes, indeed. This will be interesting. Roberta making Priest, that will help a lot. This mortar team running for its dear life doesn't want to die. I think it feels bad to be chased by a dwarf and a mage. Like, aye laddies, we're allies. Why you gotta kill me? Another workshop producing more teams. Yeah, that one thing was supposed to be a distraction for them, but distraction for nothing, as Lee comes down with his army and is gonna attack the main base of Roberta here. No, he's taking out first the Altar of Kings. Okay, so Roberta's making a paladin. They are taking down the barracks and Altar of Kings, destroying whatever they can. But they're making knights and paladins, the old silver hand way, and now they run for their dear life as they stand to be killed very badly. No. And Stormbolt and the Footman, that gets destroyed. A workshop here as well, Arcane Towers, Arcane Sanctum, Master Training, and Magic Sentry. Normally, I think you can buy Dust of Appearance from somewhere, and that Magic Sentry might prove very useful. Getting them a little bit held up, and Roberta going with the Knight, and it seems now the Mountain King and Paladin for that. Granny's Dark Hammer just took that, and they bought a Zeppelin. Interesting. A level 4 Arcane. Level 4 Mage, a level 2 Mountain King. Level 1 Paladin though, but he has the Hood of Cunning. Let's see what items does this one have. Okay, so he brought a Staff of Sanctuary to teleport, and 2 ivory towers. Interesting. That works.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, oh yes, I forgot about Lee. Lee just clearing this goblin merchant camp here, and he gets his own, what are they called? Priest again. He gets his own priest with the necessary upgrades. Going on for level 2 upgrades. Let's see how they stand gold wise. Roberta's getting clear her side of this for the goblin merchant, and they get also a paladin who ironically has the same name as opponent as the other paladin. A little bit of scouting with the archmage here. The one has also an ivory tower. Interesting. Oh, healthstone and yes, healthstone and potion of lesser vulnerability. That's interesting. Lee now going for this next expansion. The same goes for Roberta, taking on these expansions. Now, he doesn't stand on upgrades, and I think these footmen were militia at one point. And quick ivory tower. Yes, this is a good way to upgrade. This footman here just trying to be a scout, and he's moving on. This priest healing a water elemental. Weird. Normally priests have to have the spell ability, which is very useful against water elementals. But by keeping water elementals, oh, a reveal. I think it was a reveal from Roberta, more than likely. Building a town hall, getting a few items, and going for the goblin laboratory. Going for the goblin laboratory. He also got a staff of sanctuary. Let's see. His footman stands on a hellstone, a ring of protection, and the lesser cloudy potion. While Granny's dark hammer stands just on claws of attack +9, which is the kind of a lot. Now it seems that they're just moving somehow, and we see a lot of mortar teams, which means that we're gonna see a fast attack upon their base. Also, some mortar teams here as well. Did anyone got anything special from that? Yeah, it seemed like the mountain got Medallion of Courage, and this poor knight was not gonna live enough. Why is the Goblin Zeppelin here fighting? I don't know. So, level 3 Mountain King, a level 2 Paladin on both sides. Let's see, a level 3 Mountain King against level 3 Mountain King, level 4 Archmage against a level 4 Archmage. But this Archmage, Lee's Archmage can reach level 5 quicker from this point. Now, this comes on a bad. Oh, the mortar team's just tearing down at this guy's. Okay, they got 1 upgrades for the mortar teams. Interesting. And no upgrades for the knights. Oh, divine shield use there a little bit. Now they're trying to fight back, as it seems, but thunderclap from that Mountain King just stops in the middle of the track. And this Mountain King survives. It survives. It almost got killed, but it survives. And the Paladin goes away. Now Roberta here stands in a bit of disadvantage. This is kind of like a mortar team battle with priests. The priests are only there to just save the mortar teams. We get a little harassment from the gathering lines and teleportation. That is because they are attacking. Interesting. He used his footmen as some sort of decoy, making them attack there, so he would turn to that part, while they have open entrance here. That was real ingenious. Now, it only comes to see what would Roberta act. Of course, the main priority now is to take care of these mortar teams, because they are going to do a lot of damage on both your units and your structures. Yes, and that knight thing goes on to take care of him. So at this point, Lee's just fleeing. Lee's just fleeing. He knows that if he stands there, he might be destroyed. He just needs to regroup and find another way into winning this. Roberta training more of these, what are they called, knights, and bringing back her paladin. I guess she was very fond of him. This paladin has no clause of attack plus save because he gave it to the, or he sold it. For what? He sold items. Does that mean that he doesn't will have? I mean, it's not that much cool, but surely there was enough. A flare coming to see what they are doing, and the Zeppelin, a blizzard from the Archmage. Now they're moving away from the blizzard because they know that's not gonna end well for them. The Goblin and Zeppelin here just standing by with, I guess, one motor team in it. There's another Archmage with its own, what's it called? Its own blizzard. A blizzard in the back lines. Oh, thunderclap from Roberta's Mountain King. That took out a few of Lee's units. And now we're just seeing a push from Roberta. It's just taking Lee out of it's. Oh, Lee got one upgrade on armor. That push was taking a big hit to Lee here, having to retreat back only to get Scroll of Teleportation. And it seems the Mountain King here, I don't understand why he sell his items. A flare coming from Roberta. Now, does Roberta see this? I guess she has a vision of it. Interesting. That is Fog of War. And they're standing at the Fountain of Health, getting healed, doing whatever they can. And there goes the flare. And now Roberta might know what's gonna hit her. Lee might know what's gonna hit him. Or her, I'm not sure. This priest is the lonely priest that's trying to reach his way in here. But this might be the final battle of the game. Look at the timer, it seems. So, flare, which was useful, and now another engagement. Knight against knight, which have both taken 1+1 in armor. Getting help from the paladin, I think, as well. No, the paladin doesn't have devotion aura. That's interesting. See, and Archmage is the Archmage was surrounded. Good thing with that teleportation, and moving his units back a little is not gonna save him that much. And it seems the paladin wanted to engage, but got in a bad situation, so he divine shield. Now, another blizzard from Lee's Archmage, level 5 Archmage. Roberta's Archmage stands at level 4, and yet he with items. Interesting is that neither of Lee's heroes has an item. Oh, because the Mountain King has Medallion of Courage, and this guy has the Sapphire Sanctuary. But it's interesting to see that they lack many of those items. And this battle might be a problem. If he doesn't move his men out of there, they will die. But fighting at a Fountain of Health, when the thing is in your favor, that is the interesting part here. They got an advantage with the Fountain of Health, and they're using their advantage as possible with the militia coming in. He took his workers, turned into militia, and they are now fighting off Lee's forces. This was an engagement that Lee had a hope to win, but a fountain proved to be more than enough. Also, the militia worked as some sort of scare group tactic. It's sort of like a guerrilla warfare. Just make sure they're scared. Or was that innovation in that kind of innovative war, in which you kind of like know your opponent, you can win, but you can't, but you don't win. And that is what happened here. Roberta let Lee know that she can win, or I guess it's Roberta, right? Roberta. I'm not blind, so I was saying it right. She let him know that he can win. That she can win. But that didn't stop her. She didn't. That's the thing with innovative, or I guess innovative. I'm not sure. Warfare. Oh, the mountain got a potion of banner, potion of ability, scroll of healing. So these guys just use flare everywhere. I think they used it on the base. While at least you're preoccupied with taking care of this another expansion. But I already started with hers. So now I think we're gonna see the final push of the game. And I think Lee kinda knows what's happening. Yeah, he might know. Yes, that's why he's teleporting. And the knights with 1-1 upgrade are starting in the middle. This might be a little bad. Let's see, flare, which has no point in being there in the first place because there's no damage. Healing, and this might be one engagement. Oh wait, the more teams are now. It's just me, or are they trading blows? Few of them are fighting, and the rest and the more teams are just trading blows. And now here comes the big battle. Thunderclap from the Mountain King. And the Motor team took out the Sanctum, if I remember. There was a Sanctum there. Blizzard from Lee, but I guess yes, it's gonna be. Oh, it's not too late as he managed to kill one of those Motor teams. Another Thunderclap from the Mountain King. And I guess hit by the Paladin. Blizzard there that has been gone awful. And Roberta with her own Blizzard. And what's gonna happen? An exchange of fights here. But Roberta has like 4 more teams left. I'm not sure what you can do. Replays that net. Yes, you can always go there and get more replays. Or any replays at all. I think this might be it for Lee. His main base didn't fall, but he has less units right now. His main source of attack are these more teams that get killed by. One of them gets killed by the Blizzard. And there's the GG from Lee. Lee left the game. Well, I hope you like this, because I sure did. Thanks for watching, and please tune on next time. I might do a lot of these.